Why? Hello. Whoa, what is this? Another stream by Rainbow Ninjaman, which is multiple hours late. That's what it is here. I guess that is what it is. We have our favorite side. Our favorite accidental pot's broken. We're gonna cut some fruit today. Again. Who am I? Why would you watch this loser? Look at that. That is a glitch, but my legitimate score is better. Or is just as good. It's still at the top. We got that boy there too. We got some good scores. Some of these scoreboards are a little glitched. That's a ridiculous glitch right there. But classic is legit, and arcade mode is legit, and all of that good stuff. The scores that I put forth as legitimate on my channel are in fact legit. We are gonna play. We're just gonna start off with classic because I want to try out these crescent sign in classic mode. Because they are a bit shorter. But they're also a bit wider. So I don't know how that's gonna play out. I've just been using the default size. Alright, let's straighten up our equipment really quickly. Now that we know what we are. There we go. Okay. Go to the left. Tighten you up, tighten you up. I might be the only person out there who makes sure that their equipment is good by making sure that I can hit a nice critical. Because those criticals are gotten by cutting right through the center of the fruit. And if I focus, I can usually get it. Let's focus on our left a little bit. Yeah, that looks about right. I apologize if I don't see you in chat. I will respond between runs, as always, which means it could be a while. But I do appreciate you coming in. Give that a nice little chop. Warm up a little bit. Remind ourselves how little it takes to hit these fruits. See? Missed that kiwi like a silly. I'm a little bit worried that these are a little bit thicker than what I usually use. I'm actually very cognizant of that. These crescents, I usually use the default size, which are really thin. But the geometry of this, you can see they're a little thicker, but they're also a little shorter. So I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm very much a fan of small blades. In general, because they give you a little bit more control. I don't know if the decreased length is worth the width. So I'm giving it a shot. It definitely feels different than the default size. I can definitely feel it being different. It feels a lot more like I'm cutting, so a lot of motions that I want to make are just like really dangerous. Like that was a crazy stupid motion. I still made it just to mess around. But it feels less like I'm drawing. And it feels a lot more like I'm cutting. I can definitely, like, how to say it? I can definitely tell that this is a blade-shaped thing in my hand. The default sai are definitely a stick-shaped thing. So it feels a lot like you're moving a stick around. I definitely feel a little bit more restricted in my motions. But I don't know if it's all psychological or if there's actually something there. Because I obviously cannot physically feel the sai in my hand. So it could all just be in my head. It probably is all in my head. Whoa. Surprised that I only missed one. Ah! And that bomb came up from the bottom to hit me. You can tell. I'll mess around with that a little bit later when it's free. If you hit a bomb that has already hit the floor, you are totally safe. Oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful. Triple critical. I think that might have been one of the sweeter crits. I feel like I'm getting more criticals than I usually do, although that could be just me being a little bit more. Nah. Could just be my condition is better than normal. I've actually been in a really bad physical condition lately. and I got a lot of rest, and now it's much better. Sorry for not responding to chat if you're in there, by the way. I cannot see chat while doing this, and you can kind of see why. Like, I can't really, like, read text in chat and do this. It's a little like driving. That pineapple. Anyway. Close, close, close. Kinda digging the decreased length, because I can, if I step back half a step, then it gives me this really interesting type of control. Take another half a step back. Yeah, it feels very different. This feels very different now. Now I'm sort of... What is with these bombs bouncing off the floor? Bouncing between my side. I saw that, like, it just like went from my right to my left. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I haven't been cutting fruit as much as I normally do lately, because I've kind of like a little bit overworked myself. Those 2 misses, totally justified. It's okay to miss. As long as you do not miss, as long as you do not accumulate 3 misses, you're good. And sometimes you just let it go. Light taps with the side, beautiful. If this was a normal blade, those fruit would be flying everywhere because of how light I'm tapping them. Doesn't take a whole lot with this guy, and that's why I love him. They're also short, which accommodates my body type perfectly because I'm a big boy. Balances it out. Beautiful. Look at that, look at that, look at that. I had to let one of those go, I think. Did not have to let all of those go, though. Seriously, stop bouncing off the floor. Gives me a heart attack every time. It's even if you know what's happening, it's always scary to have a bomb hit the side, right? Whoa. What happened there? So anyway, I've been a little, I've been working myself sick. So I haven't been, like, actually sick. Like, there's been more than a few nights where where I finish work, like, pretty late. Nice I have hit way too many bombs that have just bounced off the floor. Bunch of scary situations there. Anyway, and so my stream time has been like slowly moving late. Physical health, not so good. And at some point I was just like, I can't sustain that. So I'm not working that hard right now anymore. I probably will eventually, but grad school has a tendency to turn you into a kind of a neurotic. Getting close there. And the fact of the matter is that I very much have in my mind at all times that I'm like expecting my boss to fire me for underperformance every time like that something comes out less than perfect. And it's not really a good thing. to think that way, because it makes you incredibly, like, it makes you way less good at your job when you think that way. But the only place where people actually act like that I've encountered is really terrible companies. Those exist, and grad school. And to be fair, I would have been kicked out of grad school, well, kicked out with my master's. I would have been kicked out no matter what I did. So I probably should have put in a lot less effort. Ah. Drop that apple. This is actually really bad. Because now I have to hit every fruit, period. Like that strawberry, I didn't want to actually go for that strawberry. Or that kiwi. I can miss one now, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't. The okayness of missing right now, every point I get makes it makes the miss more okay. That strawberry was totally a goner. You see this? You see this beautiful 7,000 point run that I'm just like chilling out talking over? Not really realizing that I've got almost 7,000 points. More than 7,000 points. This is what it is. You just forget that you're this person who has that. Your body just does its thing. And my body very much is just doing its thing. I say as I get wrecked. Oh hey, what's up, man? Oh hey, Banana Bob. You haven't watched I miss every fruit I don't slice. I know. I know I miss every fruit I don't slice. I know it. Yeah. You miss every fruit you don't slice. I know. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to miss fruit. I think 7,000 point run is solid. I think that's a solid show for Classic. I think we'll play some Blades mode. Ah. Talk over some Blades mode. actually see people in chat, so I'm gonna do that. Let's go with what do I want to pump up today? Not whack a fruit. Special delivery. Let's see if I can pump that up. Been a while actually since I've played this level. I usually go for the ones where I don't have the high score. Two. I think this is like a diagonal. This is a diagonal, right? Yeah, that's a funky diagonal. Remember how the level goes. I think this one is like a box. Oh, that was really low. That was a really low cut. Yeah. I think if I'd gotten another one of those, if I'd gotten some more of the multiple fruit, if I'd gotten at least, well, no. Anyway, this is, that was low. Anyway. Yep. Rainbow Ninjaman has been a workaholic. A little too much. Which has really put a damper on my VR playing. Recenter myself. There. Now it's time for that weird box. I got that perfect last time. I feel like this round, the one-off went worse. And all of the ones that were in a pattern went better. Just gotta put it together. This one's at a weird angle. I think if I hit there, 10 degrees? Nah, it's more like 25, I think. This one is about 45. A little bit closer to 50. Beautiful. But I still can't. Yeah, it still wouldn't have been the best run, even if I'd hit 3 criticals there. Anyway, yeah, it's been a hot minute since anyone watches any of my streams, honestly. I've been skipping a lot of my own streams because of workaholism. Streaming late like tonight. Forgetting how to hit criticals. My wrist is a little bit loose. So let's tighten up this wrist. Tighten up the wrist. until that last cut, when my wrist has to go completely loose in order to hit that. Ah. What's up, man? Message retract? You can say whatever, man. It's okay. I am not gonna, like, yell at you for anything you say. YouTube might yell at you. YouTube might yell at you. But I will not. I will not yell at you for anything you say. This is a... reasonably safe spot. You can tell me I suck if you tell me I suck. Right now, I'll probably agree with you. After that's... What's that, man? VRA... I'll have to look at that again. VRA hollow? What? I must have missed something. But I'd already hit play when I looked over at that. Good. Good. Couple more. Yeah. I get one more. Ah. Not quite. Oh, autocorrect. Autocorrect. Okay. Be a VRI holic? What is a holic, man? I don't know. Oh, VR-aholic. VR-aholic. I see. I read that as like holic, and I'm like, oh no, what is that? Yeah, VR-aholic. I wish, man. I do like VR games quite a lot. But I actually spent 10 years of my life studying to get a degree. And I have a job that actually uses it. And that's something that I absolutely, that's something I'm very proud of, actually. There are a lot of people out there in the world who study, like, who go into school for their passion, and they enjoy school, which is reasonable. But then they study their thing, and then they find that there's no job waiting for them. I did exactly that, and I do my job now. That's my job. I have a degree in mathematics, nominally, but I studied image science. And I have a job in that. I have an actual career in my field. And that's way more than so many people get. So I'm absolutely, like, I really do love my job. This run ain't gonna be. Yeah. It's one of those things. Oh, I thought you said a thing again. Hmm? Oh, I punched the twisty stick on my way up. I think it's that angle, like 25? Yeah. It's about that angle. Getting close to center on these. That pear. That orange. Yeah, I'm actually hitting these really close. Not all the way. But I am getting a lot closer to center than I have been. That coconut was way off. Not quite, not quite. I think if I'd gone to school to learn how to develop games, actually, then I'd have no hope of ever getting a job. But also, if I actually did manage to get a job in it, I think I'd probably end up hating games. That's what happens to a lot of people who go into these things, actually. Because people usually change their personalities over time. Good. I need one more. Nope. I needed two more, actually. People usually change their personalities a little bit over time. So going into a degree and getting something that's kind of general is usually good. Physics, math, really general degrees. Mechanical engineering, also solid. Oh, whoops. That angle was just way wrong. And then you spend some time then you do grad school. That's how it often goes. Or you get your first job. And your first job gives you the skills you need to specialize. That's how it goes for a lot of people. Kind of how it went for me. Gotta... This isn't going so hot. This round isn't going so hot. The problem is that grad school is just like a giant mistake for almost everyone. Loosened up my wrist a little too much. Ah, getting close, but not quite getting there. Oh, I bored you out. I bored you out of the chat. That's okay, though. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Let's keep at it. This is going solid. This is going solid. Good. Very promising here, actually. I think I got it. One more, though. Ah! Ah! Fell apart at the end. Fell apart right at the end. Okay. Thanks for coming in, Banana Bob. I should say that before people leave. So that they actually know that I appreciate them. But I never do. I always say it after they leave, which is really sad. Because I know that they don't hear it. I actually swung at the bomb and missed. What is with me? Messing around completely. You can get a 64 messing around. Ah. I think it's time. It's pretty late. Oh, your internet cut out. Okay. Well, that's okay. I was just saying how much I appreciate people coming in, like you. Want to make sure you know that. It's always good to have someone to chat at a little bit. Makes it so that I'm not talking to an imaginary person in my head while I'm doing these. It makes me look a lot less insane. Yeah, I think that's the angle. Gotten a little high there, but that's the angle. Don't think I got it this round. Nah. Keeping at it. I feel like if I keep drilling it, eventually everything gets put together. Like there. Like, I screwed up because it was too low. I feel like the angle's about to come out wrong here. No, that was okay. A little too even-handed with that line. I put too much aim in it and not nearly enough power. Ah, silly. Silly boy. Alright. Actually, I can see the fruit just enough to line it up. There. That's what we want to think. low. Yeah. Improving a lot, actually. Improving my aim quite a lot there. Thought I would get that lemon, actually. Thought that lemon was a surefire deal. And I thought that one I was just gonna completely screw up. Ah. That one was a little slow. Throw that apple away. Keep drilling. What's up, man? What headset do I play on? I have a Valve Index, actually. So, I would not recommend anyone buy a Valve Index today. I love it. But, a little on the old side. So today, it's a pretty bad price-benefit ratio. Oh, that's a beautiful set of criticals there. Let's try not to mess this up. This is a good start. No! Yeah, if you are not like, if you're not worried about the Facebook or Meta stuff, then a Quest 3 is probably your best bet. I really like the Valve Index, but really, the whole setup costs $1,000. When it came out, easily the best deal you could get. Like, it was easily the best thing you could get. No questions asked. This isn't doomed. But I needed a couple more criticals there. Like 3. You have a PSVR and a Quest, what? A Quest 2, huh? A Quest 2 is fine. I've heard nothing bad about the Quest 2. I think if you were buying one today, Quest 3 probably is best, but I think most people ended up actually with a Quest 2 or 3 because of the price point. The price point is just like difficult to beat. I don't know what to think of PSVR because I don't hear people talk about it very much. What's the PSVR like? Yeah, what is PSVR like? I've never Never heard anyone admit to having a PSVR set up. I will say, when I was much younger, I really loved having a PS like Sony was pretty awesome back in the day. But there's a lot of IP that they're sitting on that they just don't do anything with. It's really sad. Oh, pretty good in your opinion. Okay, okay. That's fair. That's reasonable. I think my favorite thing about the Index, honestly, is the controllers. The controllers feel great. And I think that's something that's true on the Quest 3. From what I've heard, the controllers are very similar. Very, very similar to the Valve Index. Just holding a stick that you don't strictly have to hold, you can sort of let go a little bit, and the grips, the straps hold your hand, hold your knuckles in place. This is me. My hands are out and all my fingers are out. I can just do this, and the knuckles just do their job. They hold in place, so I can do a lot of nice stuff where I can grip like this. You can actually let go completely. It's wonderful. Yes, VR controller is very nice. I can imagine. I've never held them in my hand, actually. When I play Beat Saber, which I suck at, and so you're not gonna see me stream that anytime soon. The grip that I used for playing Beat Saber is... oh, that was beautiful. It's not very, very different from the grip that I use normally. One more. Can I get it? Oh. Close. Yeah. So, if I want to play Beat Saber, what happens? This is where my hand is normally. My index finger is on the trigger. I just move my hand up and so that my middle finger is on the trigger. And my thumb and index are holding the top part, and it makes a nice little natural claw motion, which I think is wonderful. What's that, man? Do I only play good games that I'm good at? I only stream games that I'm good at. I play a lot of games that I suck at, but I don't stream them. My motivation for streaming primarily is to have somewhere where I'm accountable for how good I am. So how to say it. If someone sees my score on the scoreboard for Classic, they're gonna think I cheated. That's just true. That's the natural explanation for that score being that high. But it's a genuine score. And I want people to be able to look up what I do and be like, oh yeah, he actually got that score on that day. Wow, that's nuts. You can't only play games that you're good at, right? Because if you just stop, how do you know you're good, right? You can't. You can't know you're good at a game unless you play it. And there's more than a few games which actually require some practice to get good at. Like, I think Rumble is a good example. Right? How do I know that I'm not good at Rumble? I don't, actually. Because it's, because I haven't put in the effort to get good at it, right? I might be good at it, latently, but how do I know that I'm not good at it if I don't practice, right? So no, you can't only play games that you're good at. No way. You can only stream games that you're good at. But there's no way you can just only play games you're good at. I mean, unless you just don't play any games. I think I have like 100 hours in Beat Saber, and I'm not any good. But I do love it. I think everyone loves Beat Saber though, so. I also don't have the stamina to stream it. It really does wear you out. I think, say it. I can only play Beat Saber for 30 minutes before my left arm just turns into jello. So that's an element. So my motions are not like efficient in Beat Saber. I would not be a good Beat Saber streamer until I get a lot more endurance. Everyone fumbles sometimes. Miserable. Have I ever played Gorilla Tag? No, actually. How to say it? I saw Gorilla Tag, and every time I think about playing, I have this problem with like Rumble as well. Anytime I see a game that's multiplayer in VR, I assume it's dead, because when I started out, that was a very good assumption. It's a very bad assumption now, but it has been historically a very good assumption. And so I'm sort of stuck in that mindset. I could go play Gorilla Tag, but I just haven't. I might actually go play Gorilla Tag at some point. Might actually do that. There's a few other games I want to play too. I think, yeah, it should probably go on the list. I think that's actually one of the games that I haven't played any of its type, actually, because it has the arm motions, and that's how you move, I guess. I haven't played a VR platformer like that, actually, at all. It's all been swords, guns, and boxing, and dodging. Could actually try. Could actually try that sometime. But I think tonight, I think it's about time to call it the night. Weapons, gotta collect them all. Can't really do that if we can't unlock the default crossbow, man. Anyway, it's time to wrap up stream, I think. Be warned, there's a lot of toxic little kids in there. There's a lot of toxic little kids in my apartment complex as well that I live in. So I'm not... I am... oh boy, how to say it. I grew up playing RuneScape, which... Oh, that was the epitome of toxic little kids. No, I'm okay with little kids, being little kids, right? I'm not gonna be like... I think I'm gonna be okay with that. I'm more worried about getting myself, more worried about being an old fat man who just runs out of stamina. Anyway, it's time to wrap up stream. So, this channel, primarily, is a score chasing VR channel. In practice, that really does mean a lot of Fruit Ninja. Although I do play other games, there is a kayaking game that I want to play, and I'll probably play that on Thursday. What I want you to do, I want you to like and subscribe if you like seeing me. That way I know when I should show up. I've been showing up at all hours lately. I normally try Tuesday, Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 Central, 8 Mountain, and 7 Pacific. Haven't been living up to that. So if you drop a like during stream, or if you drop a chat during stream, that lets me know that this is about the time you want to come in. And it seems the way people have been acting, it seems like people actually like it when I come in later. So I'll probably start doing that a little bit more. Do not super chat. Do not turn off ad block. Regular chat in the regular chat, like Banana Bob here has been doing. See ya, man. Yes. And I will respond to you between rounds. That's what I like to see. Like I said earlier in stream, I have a job. I like my job. It took me 10 years of study to get my job. It pays well. This is not my hobby, or This is my hobby. This thing here is my hobby. This is not my career. And it will not become my career anytime soon. Anyway, good night and stay safe. I hope you have fun, and I hope you enjoyed this. Take it easy.